Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you, and this is the designer brand, one of the oldest designer brand from France, and this is the house of Jean Patou. Jean Patou has been around for 150 years at least, and they came to fame in terms of perfumes in 1920s. So they ventured into perfumes in 1920s and they become very well known in terms of perfumes and perfume qualities. Since then probably they have around 50 to 60 perfumes, and some of them been discontinued and brought back because they were quite popular. So this one is from their heritage line. That's what it's called. In this heritage line I think they have around maybe 12 to 15 perfumes, and they basically bringing back to life all the discontinued perfumes from their earlier works from 1920s, 30s, 40s and 50s. So this beauty in front of me is called, from the heritage line, and it's called Colony, which came out in 1930s. So the perfume itself is about more than around 100 years old. But obviously this is the remake of them since I think about 10 years ago they started to bring these heritage line back. So I was very curious because especially I found it for a very good price. This one is a tester bottle, which I don't mind at all, but they retail for £150 I think each, the heritage line from Jean Patou. But if you go online, if you're interested, do your research and Google it and it will come up. Probably you can find them discounted a few places. So let's get to the unboxing. But please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. This could be a hidden gem. Thank you for your love and support. You can also support me by buying one of my own perfume creations, which is the scent of Persia. I have 20 of them in my collection. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the creator. So they are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them the huge personality, very big, very massive. They are artistic and unique. They are like time capsule. They take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Also other reviewers reviewed my perfume. If you are interested, you can go and check them out as well. Okay guys, let's go. Thank you. So as I said, this is a tester bottle, which it's a very simple. It says Jean Patou Collection Heritage, and this one is Colony, and it's EDP Parfum. I think is a don't quote me on that, but I think this is unisex target. So let's get to the perfume itself. Perfume bottle. So as you can see, this heritage line, they all look this shape bottle but different coloring. I had the Pour Homme one from this line, which was absolutely amazing, but I think I sold it. I'm not sure. Anyway, so very nice bottles, quite classic, quite classy. They got a nice design to them, very rounded, very thick in the bottom here, quite heavy. The cap obviously doesn't exist here because this one is a tester. The atomizer is gold and modern, and here we go. It's okay. Atomizer doesn't put that much out, but it's okay. It does the job perfectly. So this is Jean Patou, and this is a Colony from their heritage line, and here we go. First sniff, first impression. Wow, what a gorgeous fragrance. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. So first thing it hits me is the leatheriness of it. It's very leathery. It's leathery It's a little bit on the dark side, not too much. Overall, the leather is a little bit on the dark side, quite spicy as well. Very spicy. Wow, this is a spicy leather. But there are so many layers and facets in here. I'm smelling rose, I'm smelling tuberose. Do I smell iris as well? It smells like iris. It could be violet. So I'm smelling violet or iris. I'm smelling some white florals definitely in here. Very quite andolic in terms of white florals. Probably is a jasmine or tuberose. But I'm smelling some rose as well. And the rose is not a huge player, but it is there and is noticeable. And what else? The base is very leathery, and it's a hint of makeup in here as well. Not too much. It's not as same as your Homeline makeup. No, it's not that kind of makeup, but it is makeupy feel to it. A little bit of lipsticky makeupy, but on the classical side rather than on the modern side. It smells very classic, definitely. This is rebottled and remade. Basically, they are recreating the same thing from 1930s. So it smells quite classic, quite old-fashioned perfumery in here. But for me, this is absolutely gorgeous and it's timeless, gorgeous to the max. Beautiful, very floral. It's a huge body of floral to it, so it's very floral. It's quite andolic. It's hint of woods in here, not too much, but in the same time spicy and leathery. And let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown. This is according to Fragrantica. So according to Fragrantica, on top we have pineapple, bergamot and orange. Yeah, when you open it up, it's very zesty. It's very juicy, zesty, more like orange rather than bergamot. I'm getting very, very big orange in here. Pineapple is giving it that sweetness, but the pineapple in here is not a modern pineapple. It's a classical pineapple, which is very smooth rather than being very, very sweet. In the mid, we have clove, nutmeg, jasmine and rose. So jasmine is the culprit in here. You're giving it a little bit of that andolicness. So the clove and the nutmeg in here giving it a big spicy aspect. I love clove in perfumes, you know me, and also I love nutmeg, so the combination of them is in here is very heavenly. The rose is very noticeable. Yes, it's quite rosy, but jasmine is bigger, much bigger than the rose. The base has leather, vetiver, patchouli and amber. The leather in here is a little bit on the rugged side, a little bit on the basically dark side, not too much. It's not super dark, but it is quite dark, and it's a little bit on the rugged side of things. The vetiver and the patchouli here giving it a little bit of that leafy green, grassy, also a little bit of that camphor feel to it, so it's quite camphorous as well. And the amber in here is a dense amber, so it's a dense, thick, gooey, sticky, spicy, sweet, and quite resinous feel to it as well. Yeah, hint of resin in here, and also a little hint of that powderiness, hint of dustiness, and hint of smokiness in here. Very, very small amount. So absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. It reminds me, my wife has this perfume. She went through so many bottles of it. It's one of her favorite of all time, and that is Rocha Madam. Rocha Madam or Rocha Ladies. Oh, Rocha Female. So Rocha Female and also Rocha Madam, both of these, she absolutely loved those. And this one reminds me of those two to some extent. Again, it's not a copy. Obviously, this is from 1930s. Although Rocha Female and Rocha Madam are very old as well. I think they are from 1940s and 50s as well. But this one is very, very smells very similar in terms of the smell profile. Obviously, again, it's not a one-to-one, it's not a copy or anything like that, but beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I'll give it 10 out of 10. That opening the name Colony is just giving it that very exotic feel. Okay, so it is correct for the name, because it smells very exotic. It smells a little bit on the tropical side. It smells a little bit, I'm smelling ylang ylang in here. Yeah, definitely there's a big ylang ylang in here as well. So ylang ylang making it a little bit on the banana side, a little bit on the tropical side, and also the pineapple. So the pineapple and the ylang ylang here giving it a very, very tropical feel, and the name Colony is very, very appropriate in here. And in terms of the EDP, it's very thick. It's very dense and thick. At the moment, it's feeling the room, feeling the house, feeling everywhere. Very, very strong. So if you like your perfume to be strong, if you like it to be classic, classy, this is a very classy perfume. It's super classy. This is, I can imagine, a lady or a gentleman with a very, very nice dress or nice suit and tie wear this, maybe to a very, very special ceremony like a wedding, like something very, very special. It's just beautiful, gorgeous fragrance. So to recap quickly, what to expect from this beautiful perfume from the house of Jean Patou, and this one is Colony. Don't forget, this is the heritage line, so this is a remake of all the perfumes from the house. So leather, yeah, it's very leathery. When it opened up, it just basically opened up like a very rugged leather. The leather in here is beautiful. Fresh spiciness, which is mainly coming from a little of that herbal feel, but I'm smelling that clove and nutmeg together to making it very deep spiciness as well, which is a very warm spicy. Citruses in the beginning, which is a mandarin orange and bergamot combination, is very, very zesty, but in the same time it's very juicy. The sweetness in here from 0 to 10 being the sweetest, this is around 6 to 7 when it opened up, is subsiding a little bit in terms of sweetness. So I would think this is either moderate sweetness or a little bit more than moderate sweetness. Fruity, yeah, it's very fruity smell to it, which is mainly coming from the pineapple, but I'm smelling other fruits, tropical fruits, maybe ylang ylang, giving it that banana feel as well. Very woody in the base. Definitely there's a cedar sandalwood combination in the base, because I'm smelling some woods, but they're not mentioning it. But it's very clean in the same time, and very not very sweet, but moderately sweet, or a little bit more than moderately sweet. Quite aromatic, and also very, very floral in the same time. The aromaticness either coming from those herbal notes, or maybe there's a lavender they're not mentioning, or there's a violet leaf. Definitely smells like violet leaf to me. But this one, I bet you anything, these notes breakdown is just a tenth of it. It's going to be a huge amount of notes and accords in here, because it smells very dense and thick and layered and multifaceted, and basically layers and layers of notes and accords in here. A hint of andolicness, which is coming from the white florals in here, and also it's quite rosy, but the rosy in here is not a huge player. And little bit of earthiness, which is coming from the patchouli and vetiver, and also the patchouli and vetiver giving it the camphor feel, leafy, and also a little bit of grassy feel, not too much, but overall it's giving a little bit of earthy feel as well. So and also it's a hint of nuts in here. Definitely nutty, but the nuttiness is coming from the nutmeg rather than the tonka bean. It could be a tonka bean in here. Again, this perfume, I won't be surprised if there's a 50 to 60 notes and accords in here. It's so layered, it's just unbelievable. So to recap, if you like it classy, if you like it classic, if you like it similar to Rocha Madam or Rocha Female, because this one is quite similar to those, but this one is a little bit more unisex to those two, because this one's got a big leather in the base, it giving it a little bit more unisex feel overall to it. Definitely mature nose will appreciate this. If you've been around perfumes and fragrances for a long time, or you're a mature person, you definitely would appreciate this better than a youngster. So I would say 25 years and older to be on the safe side. Season, this is definitely all year round. You can use it in summer and winter, no problem. The only thing is, if it's a very high heat, it could be a little bit on the cloying side. So I would say every time, but not a very high heat in summer. Occasion, this is beautiful. This is very opulent, very, very well done, and it's just superbly blended. Gorgeous fragrance. There's a perfumer credited to it, but I think she just basically followed the footstep of 1930s people who put this together. So this one is called the person who put it together is called Thomas Fontaine. Thomas Fontaine. I haven't heard of him before, but I think he's one of those classical fragrance making from 1920s and 30s and 40s. So he could be the perfumer behind this originally, but obviously they remade it for the modern nose, and they give it a little of more modernization in terms of smell and profile. So in terms of gender, this is bang in the middle, unisex definitely, but it leans a little bit on the feminine side because of those huge florals in here. But overall, for my nose, for my taste, for my experience, this is bang in the middle, unisex. Anybody can wear it. I'm going to wear it in the next 2 days, and I'm going to absolutely enjoy it. Highly recommend it for first impression. Beautiful perfume, 10 out of 10 for that beautiful opening. It's just basically perfection in a motto, at least for me, for my age, for my experience, for my taste. If you like perfumes like I mentioned, those ones, they definitely love this, because this is very high quality perfume to for my experience and for my nose as well. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. This one definitely a hidden gem. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. I'm the creator, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the perfumer. Everything's me, nobody else is involved from the scratch to the perfume itself, and that makes them hugely desirable because they are true handmade perfumes just for lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them a huge personality, very big, bold, long lasting, and they are very, very artistic and unique, and they're like time capsule. They take different places, different time, and every time somebody bought a perfume from me, they start to buy other ones because they realize how good they are. Okay guys, but don't take just my word for it. Go and check the other reviews. Reviewed my perfumes as well. You can go and have a look at them. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye.